February the 16th arrived quietly in the glare of global attention. A few days ago, U.S. President Joe Biden had personally informed his allies that Russia would invade Ukraine on February the 16th, and many Western media also desperately played up the horror scenario that Russia's airstrike covered 200,000 troops to attack Ukraine at 3 a.m. on February the 16th. But when the day came, all was quiet. On the contrary, Russia announced that some of its troops, which had completed the military exercise, had withdrawn from the border with Ukraine on the 15th. This is undoubtedly embarrassing for the US and the West, which are constantly creating war fears recently. Although Biden still mouth shut, insisted that Russia's invasion of Ukraine is still to be possible, but it can only cause a mockery of Russia. Those who believe in this can stay up and set their alarm clocks so they don't fall asleep during the attack. Presidential Press Secretary Dmitry Peskov joked in an interview. It is not just the Kremlin that finds imminent war utterly absurd. Mikhail Podolya, an advisor to the Ukraine president's office, said all kinds of threats and frightening predictions of invasion are spreading on social networks. While the potential parties firmly deny the threat of conflict, the third party, the United States, insists that war is imminent. There is every reason to suspect that Washington's efforts to produce so much intelligence, spread disinformation, advocate bloc confrontation, and create Russian and Ukrainian tensions are merely seeking to pave the way for NATO's military build-up in Eastern Europe and satisfy its own unbridled strategic greed. There is panic in Ukraine as wealthy businessmen and officials flee. Violence has escalated in eastern Ukraine, and the situation on the border has become more volatile. But Washington really doesn't care about Ukraine's stability or interests. It wants anxiety and chaos in Kyiv. However, the political settlement of the Ukraine issue should not use the smoke of war as the bargaining chip. The threat of sanctions and pressure still lacks the means of inciting confrontation between groups. China supports all efforts in line with the direction and spirit of the new Minsk agreement. On the other hand, the US has been spreading false information and creating tension. This would not help solve the Ukraine problem. Advocating bloc-wide confrontation and brandishing the big stick of sanctions will only add resistance to dialogue and negotiation. The US should attach importance to and address Russia's legitimate concerns on security guarantees and play a constructive role in seeking a political settlement of the Ukraine issue on the basis of the new Minsk agreement, rather than hyping up the crisis and inflaming tensions.